on your back type thing, people gonna catch up with you
Nah,
and steal the ATM.
A truck, a forklift,
load
it up.
Nah, but it's easy just to break in, take the money.
Like barbershop, they had the truck.
We gonna put ATM after ATM in the truck, and we gonna all go to the warehouse. We gonna take a time and try to. I'd rather do that. I'm not gonna sit on no block and open no ATM like that.
I'm not going out for an ATM.
And you're going out just to shoot and kill.
I am not.
Really, we shouldn't be going
Okay,
to the
so what you gonna
office.
do? What you gonna do?
On the purge?
Yes. She got all excited. Look, on the purge? Really?
Since you asked so nicely.
Exactly. You
If
got it
I
written
get
out
the
in triplicate.
opportunity to purge, I'm not going to kill anybody. But I have some torture tactics in mind that I just would like to try out and not be, charged for.
Okay, what type of torture tactics?
Well, I've always wondered what it would be like to stick. I read a book one time, and they stuck matches in somebody and then lit them one by one.
How you stick the match in somebody?
Is you make it sharp at the end and pew, 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 and you just, it don't go in deep.
Somebody really
inside the skin or something?
Yeah,
like the arm.
Literally,
They put
right,
Like
match?
acupuncture.
Yes,
Like acupuncture.
The stick end of the match into.
So
is it like the
person.
cardboard match?
Yeah,
And then you just light the match.
and then you just like the match,
So you gotta cut the person's skin open to put it in there?
if need be, or you just have very sharp tips on the match.
Or you can use crazy glue and just like add crazy glue to it.
You can do that too.
So we're
Okay.
trying to help her figure out how she gonna carry this out. Okay.
No, I'm just trying to get
Ripping off
clarity.
fingernails. Like I saw another movie where somebody had their fingernails ripped off. It's really just myth busting. Like, can you really do this stuff? Does it really work?
We need a show about that myth busting. We just want to
Well,
see
you
if it
can.
works.
Yeah.
We need to
Like,
do a whole show.
how
on
easy
it.
is it
You
to
can
rip
rip off a
somebody's
fingernail.
But
No.
that's
You just
gotta
gotta
be,
get up underneath
super
it.
hard to do.
No, not
So-
with the right knife.
No, they just plucked it. Like get some
Some
what are they called?
pliers.
Pliers, yes.
Okay, and like rip it
And that
off.
snatched your fingernails off. That's some mob mafia
Yeah.
stuff.
Really?
Just go right there.
I saw a lot of good Godfather.
Like
all
and
that.
then like super gluing the eyelids up.
To keep
Like
them
that.
open.
Mm-hmm.
Aren't you supposed to put like toothpicks to keep them open?
No.
No?
You super glue the
Super glue.
eyelids up so they just.
Or you cut. You take a razor and you like cut the eyelid, and now you can't close your eyelid because it's cut, because it's separated. So the muscle won't let the eyelid come down.
Perjure.
No, I'm just trying to get clarity
Sound
based
like I
upon.
got a partner.
No, you end up killing me.
Let
You
me
talking about a
find out.
partner?
You on the low,
No,
talking about some
not at
purging.
I show nothing but love.
I'm just saying.
I would
We gotta
not
make sure we make
I
sure-
would be out there rescuing
And
people.
we got to make sure that we come to your house for
We gon- we
Thanksgiving. We're
gonna
going to cut
rescue.
the whole entire turkey up to make sure ain't nothing in it.
That's right. That's
you
right.
just don't bring no brownies, Miss
No.
X
Yeah,
Lax.
do not bring
No,
no
we're
brown.
going to
That's
bring
right.
apple pie.
Slackalicious.
Apple pie.
And
With Tums in it.
exactly. And we get to eat it in the red room.
Yep.
In the red room.
Yep. In the red room.
The red
What's
room.
the red room?
It's
murder?
It's a
Spelled backwards?
no.
Oh.
Yeah, although it
That-
is,
that-
Yeah,
but
like that.
it is, but no, it's a special room
Like the Shades of Guns?
for adults.
Yeah. That's where all the purging starts.
The shades of guns,
Yeah.
like shades of gray.
Yeah.
See, it's already like See?
I don't know. What's your pastor's name?
Here we go. About to already go left someplace.
I'm just saying. Yes, I don't know about all of this.
Okay, so when's the last time anybody went to McDonald's? Let's go back to there because y'all killing me with this purginess.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
a purge all by itself, going to McDonald's.
true.
Okay, well, I can get on the rides at McDonald's. Well, not really, but
You can get on the rides at
Yeah,
McDonald's.
the
McDonald's got rides?
Yeah, the little playland and
The
the
playland, like
yeah.
the slide.
I don't have
Y'all get
kids.
on that?
No. I
eat
see it. You
McDonald's.
see it. You go right here.
It's
You
like,
can't
dude,
miss
you
it.
a grown man.
can't miss
I don't
it. Nah,
know.
I'm
They
getting
got
stuck.
age
I'm
restrictions or
getting stuck.
something.
No,
I'm
I
getting stuck.
take my
That's
little
Yeah.
guys to Logan
inappropriate.
and
Nah.
Charlie.
I know.
Behavior.
That wouldn't even be right for a grown man in the
Exactly.
play area
You're
with
like,
some kids. The first thing he's gonna be like,
Exactly.
They kids don't wanna see how
fast I can slide.
No.
Be pushing them down out the way and stuff. And it's my turn. It's my
I be having
turn.
to take
No,
Logan,
that's-
my godson, because he just got too much energy. I be having to take him. Have to.
Wait, do you even get him food or you just
I
take him to
know.
Playland and lock him in?
I get him
I know they
a
got
get
it
him a
there.
yogurt parfait and lock him in.
Do you stay or do you leave and come back?
I stay with him. I stay with him.
About 20 minutes. Make a quick run, come back. He's safe.
I stay with him because I'm trying to
Okay.
burn him out. Because Logan is like, he don't go to sleep. He don't stop. So you gotta burn him out.
Okay.
You can make Benadryl pops.
See, you are
Benadryl pops.
Kool-Aid, Benadryl, frozen.
Oh.
It's a great kid treat.
Okay, we're gonna act like that and just go.
Yeah, he had the sound effect and
I know.
everything.
Exactly. There's Hennessy pops. No.
Now
That is a shame.
do not mix up the two to get a kid.
We could make a Long Island pop.
You can make Long Island pop.
In Jello, right?
Jello shots.
Yeah, because
Jello
kids
shot.
like Jello.
Watermelon and kiwi.
Gotta be careful. Like we made I know one time we made a Jello shot cake.
A Jello shot cake.
Put it in a
So-
pound.
You put it in a pound cake, like a bundt cake.
Yep.
Same mix and everything. We made like
Yeah.
a 4th of July Jello shot cake. It's like the colors of the 4th of July, like red, white, and blue.
Yep.
Or you
Really?
do in Syracuse, and with the Wapatula, we get like all the fruit in either white or dark liquor, fresh. And I do mean fresh from the store trash can, like about this high. And we put all the fruit in it, and we put you get Hawaiian punch or whatever juice you want, and you put it all in it and the liquor with it, and you let it sit overnight. And then you drink it when you get up the next morning. All the fruit absorbs the alcohol and everything, and then you really just eat the fruit. You don't even need the juice.
I tried to infuse a watermelon one time by cutting a hole in it and sticking.
No.
It was horrible. It was really bad.
No, this ain't not that. No.
Y'all have
We
all
done
of
did
these.
this. Yeah, my family do it all the time in Syracuse.
Water. The H2O is what we need to be drinking. Just the horror of the things
After
and the
you-
fruit.
Yeah, hydrate yourself.
It balances you out, get you back right.
Right. Coca-Cola, if you
Flush
can't
it
reach
out.
that even peakness,
Yeah.
it'll just even you
Flush
right
it
on
out.
out.
So it's like a science to all this.
trying
There
to
it
tell
is.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Now we were supposed to be talking about fashion.
We were.
That is the passion of how
Yeah.
to drink. There we go.
Okay.
See how we dressing it up?
So-
See, dress it. Yeah.
So you must be clothed in liquor
Nope, diamonds.
and diamonds.
Diamonds.
Okay.
Ice. Hot.
You're clothed in diamonds, and you're clothed in.
She told you guns, bullets.
Yeah. Guns.
She said sweat.
Oh,
I
sweat.
said sweat.
Yes.
Clothing, sweat.
You gonna sweat before you pull the trigger if you ain't never did it?
equity.
Okay, I can rock with that too. Equity.
There you
Okay. Yep.
Sweat equity.
You heard Beyonce.
What I put
That's
in, I
too
get
much
out.
work.
That's
though.
right.
I'm just saying, sweat equity. I mean work.
It does mean work.
Okay.
Sometimes my work is the best.
Ooh. And I ain't never heard
We
no
working
man like
on.
no lazy woman either. So, which one is you?
I can't help you. I can't help you. They eyes on you. I'm in my safe space. I'm in my safe space.
Kumbaya, my lord, kumbaya.
Just saw the intensity rising over there. I was like,
What happened, Mr. Dr. Business After Dark?
Right.
All that after midnight.
Yeah, prayer vigil tonight. Don't be late.
So he the fashion of the book.
And you're clothed in?
I'm clothed in purpose. I'm clothed in purpose.
So you about to sound butt naked.
No, I'm clothed. No.
Yeah.
I'm clothed
You don't
in
got to
purpose.
stitch your clothes on.
I walked around too much without having like
Clothes.
in a sense, in the sense of clothes and wanting to be as far as clothed in a way of knowing where I need to go. So clothe myself in purpose, so that way I know I have a mission. I know what my purpose is, and every day when I wake up, I know I need to wake up with purpose. So
What's your purpose?
purpose is always over popularity, which means that regardless of everything I do, regardless of how big the achievement may be, I never forget where I come from, and always remember that the purpose is what got me here, not the glam, not the lights, not anything of that. My purpose is always the mission of why I'm here. So I can leave out of here today, I can run into something that may get this big deal, which there's nothing wrong with big deals, but I don't want that to cloud the judgment of why I started doing what I do in the first place and why I got to where I got. Because at the end of the day, I think when you get into your purpose or you get into what God put you to, a lot of people get blinded by a lot of things. So that purpose becomes diluted. So we can start off saying that we want to make, let's say, good music or produce good content for a certain show, but then we get so caught up in followers. We get so caught up in the yes men, the people that don't tell you, like the circle of people that don't tell you if you're doing something wrong, if you need to correct it. They just say yes, 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 yes to everything, to that point where when somebody actually cares about you and tell you that problem, you're so gone in the fact that you think you already know everything that you don't listen, which then everybody knows. They always say the pride comes before the fall. And I've been through that numerous times. So that's why I say every time I wake up, I always remember the purpose for why I'm here and I make sure I walk out with purpose.
So saying yes is bad?
Saying yes to everything is not bad as long as you know what you're saying yes to. Because a lot of people say yes to a lot of things and they don't do the research.
Right. If it's to the detriment of your character or your intended purpose.
Right.
If that yes is going to steer you or deter you away from
There was actually a
your
movie
intentions.
called Yes Man with Jim Carrey. And he went to this guru person and better life, inspiring type of whatever. And he spoke about whatever you give out to the universe, you'll get back. So if you want people to say yes to you, then you need to say yes to them. Seed time and harvest. So the task after the event was you just have to say yes to everything. And by saying yes to everything, when you start making requests, then people will say yes to you. So that's what he did. And there was a homeless guy that needed a ride, so he ended up saying yes. And then the homeless guy needed to use his cell phone and use up all the batteries, and he had to say yes. And the homeless guy asked him for money, and he had to say, so everything that was requested, he had to say yes. And then he ran out of gas, didn't have any money, cell phone died, but he ended up meeting this chick, this woman, on this moped, and the rest is history. So if all of that didn't happen, then he wouldn't have run into the love of his life, because he had said yes in these situations where under normal circumstances he would not have said yes to.
And I definitely agree with you. But what I meant by saying if it's okay to say yes or not to say yes to it is like, okay, perfect example would be for me as an artist. There's events that people ask us to perform in. Now, some people ask, sometimes people ask about what's the budget, if there's going to be any compensation for the artist to come there. Some people say, well, based on a certain thing that we can't pay the artist. And depending on that certain situation, I would say yes to, depending on what it is. Like if something going on with a church and I know the message is clear and I know what's going on behind that whole event, I have no problem doing events for free. But I have the right to say no as an artist when someone tries to get me to do an event. They can't pay me, but yet they're paying for the venue. They're paying the DJ. They're charging at the door. They pay for the promotion. But then you're trying to tell me based off all this money, but you can't pay me. And then you try to tell me that I want to do this because you wanted exposure. And I think everybody goes through that when somebody say, we want you to do it for the exposure. Even if you're well known and doing your work, people still try to get artists with that. But then catch an attitude when we have the right to say, well, I'm fine. I don't want to do the event. And then they try to say, well, I guess you're not about the community then. I hate when people use that to the advantage. And it's not that. It's because in a sense, it's business, but at the same time, I have the right to choose what I can and what I do not want to do as an artist and as a person. And I think that's where the yes and the no comes into. Is there a problem with saying yes to everything? I honestly don't feel there is, but at the same time, I at least want to know what I'm saying yes to, depending on certain situations. Like the thing with helping the homeless man. The only reason I have issues with that is because with me being a soldier, I actually been through the fact of being homeless at one point, getting out the military and knowing what it's like to be homeless. And what kills me is when I see people asking for money, I have this duality battle because I can't tell if this person's actually homeless or somebody that actually lives in a house and is just panhandling on the street, which makes me now have to question everything I do because I'm stuck between, is this the right thing to do or is it just somebody just making money off of me? So that's what I have the problem with certain things like that.
But at the same time too, with situations like that, that's not really something for us as people to really have to make that decision about. That's like a God thing. Do you know what I mean? You're just supposed to do and give or be because you want to. What they do with it, you shouldn't even care because at the end of the day, that's his decision.
And I agree with you.
So I don't allow that to cloud my judgment or to get stuck in a weary of whether or not I should or should not. And I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it.
Gotcha.
You want some money?
Yep, sure do. I'm gonna say no. Like for real.
No, that's 30. It's 35.
Sir, do you need bands to make you dance?
Right.
30,
You can say yes. There's actually a book that someone gave me
You need
once
some
that
money?
said
I'm
when helping
going to give you
hurts.
some money. You want money? I got money for you. Yeah, come on. Come get it. Use it wisely.
Appreciate it.
Okay. That's what I'm here for. You got to add something to it though. That's not a sufficient. Bill me. You know, invoice me. It'll be all right. It'll be good. I'm good for it. Yeah. Anybody else want money? Just come on. Yeah. Can I get some money from you? Yeah. So I can give money to other people. See, that's how we do. Yeah.
We're saying yes all around.
Exactly. That's how we do. He bring out that big wallet. Look at that.
Okay.
Look at that big old fat wallet. Look, got everything in
right?
it. Got everything in
Wait,
it.
you know when somebody got, first of all, you know when somebody got money when they lean back.
Exactly.
They get that poker stance so you can't see it.
Oh, see.
But wait, but
You want that?
gotta
Here you go. Here you go. See? Okay. See? We just giving and loving and whatnot. That's just how we do.
You got a
Yeah.
square? You
Huh?
can swipe.
That's
my
true.
card.
Cash app.
That's
You
true.
can cash app. You can cash app me ads.
And that's what's happening.
Found out what a cash app was.
Really?
OMG.
You say it like it's a
It's
bad
a
thing.
lifestyle.
Yes.
No, that is the one thing I have to say no to.
No, get on the street corner with you a cash app, you good. Talk about making money, 6 figures in no time. I'm telling you.
It's good if you got a. It's good to use if you got a business. Aside from like using Square, because a lot of people like don't have their card. Some people do. A lot of people don't use PayPal. Like I've done shows where people bought my books and they didn't have a card on it, but they had Cash App, and they helped them get my product. It depends on what you use it for. Instead of like, when people get on there, hey, I want y'all to use my Cash App, send me $1. I want to see something. Like if you see that there, you know, that's why I see you getting it.
Right. So, a certain somebody asked me to download this app to help them with a situation. So I did. It ain't a problem. But what I didn't know was the questions that I answered to do this meant that it now opened the whole situation up to everybody who's in my phone. But not only that, when you sign on to it, it tells everybody in your phone that got that app too, that you are on there.
So now everybody can ask you for some money.
So it was like, can I get $30, $40? Who does this come from?
They would set you up. I go through that when I did it.
Can I get some?
How you gonna?
She gave some skin. That's something.
money.
No,
I'm like,
I wasn't giving. I see what they was
let
doing.
me open up my Cash
So
App.
what
I
had
got
happened
Cash App.
was, right?
You got Cash App, right? I got Cash App.
No, I took
What?
the Cash App
You
off my
took
phone.
it off? I
Yes.
was going to open up my Cash App. See?
I turned it right off my
Girl,
phone.
you need to get you a Cash App. Your brother needs some cash. Right?
That is the wrong thing to have. That is not, no, because see, it's good, like you said, to use it in the format that in the way that you're talking about. So it's good for that.
But for
But it's
strippers?
no.
Ooh. What if a stripper came out with a square?
I'm sure
They
they
need to
do.
be coming out with a square.
I'm sure that
It's all
somebody got
Or,
that.
or wherever they sit and they had a little iPad and they can
Right.
like
Bloop,
Yeah.
bloop, bloop.
donate, hit
How much you gonna
donate,
give me
hit
today?
donate,
Okay, bloop,
hit
bloop.
donate.
Okay,
Come
so
up
you
to
got
the
five.
stage,
you never know
press the
who
button.
gave whatever, hit
Yeah.
donate.
There's nothing wrong with having entrepreneurial
Exactly.
skills in what you're doing.
Okay.
I'm just saying, if you're gonna be something, be the best at it.
All right, Black China, go
Okay.
ahead on and work on that app.
Right. They need to do a Black Kim chart, Black Kim app, a Black China Kim app. Them two. I don't know why they fighting, but they need to be friends. They on the same page.
I don't even know who that is.
Black China and Kim Kardashian. They
I
on the
don't
same
really care
page.
about that
They doing the same thing.
I know.
Same thing.
all.
Same thing.
It's
But I
okay.
can't do the cash
Yeah,
app though.
just all be friends and all give money one to another. Help your fellow brethren and
Somebody
sisterin.
sent me a request on Cash App so they could get their weave out of the layaway. I said, when do we
Wow.
lay away weave?
Who are these people?
I don't know.
Your
you
Cash
may wanna
App is-
tell-
I know your cash.
Huh?
It's off the chain.
Story, somebody said
You gotta use the microphone, baby girl. It's
someone
just
sent me money on Cash App and I didn't even have Cash App downloaded.
really
Yeah.
Days later, it was like, they took the money back.
Yeah.
because they sent it to the wrong person.
Yeah, but I don't have the app.
Okay.
They be on Facebook talking about something. Give me your credentials so I can drop some money on your Cash App.
Ooh, what you be doing for that?
Nothing. Block.
Swipe right.
That's why you ain't get no money. See?
Cause they be putting all kind of viruses. They be doing the extra. Nope.
That's why you gotta wrap it up. Family, you're tuned in to the Profit and Growth Hour here on WDRB Media, the voice of the community. I am Dr. Bizness, and we'll see you next time. Wrap it up. Wrap.
There is no way. You must have wrap it up. There is no way.
Talking about viruses. That's how you
I'm my phone.